is every insane detail in Widow's Bay episode 6 that you overlooked. And yes, the lore is loring. Notice how the young boy that brings Mrs. Warren to town is played by the same actor that plays the teenager that's always hanging around Tom's son. This character is named PJ Glanville, who in episode 5 Tom said is an awful boy and doesn't want hanging around his son. You know, the same kid that drove a bunch of teenagers to the boogeyman's house and dared Tom's son to go inside. What's interesting, in episode 3 when the Reverend had his third eye open, he looked directly at this boy and said there is evil in this town. And in that same scene, PJ Glanville just so happens to be wearing blue mechanic coveralls, which is the same outfit that Michael Myers wore. A character who is famously referred to as the Boogeyman. Now, am I saying that PJ is the Boogeyman? Well, in this episode, we see that he's hundreds of years old, so clearly something's going on with him. And in episode 7, Richard Warren explains that as long as his bloodline remains, then the island will remain cursed. This emphasis on the painting at the end of the episode heavily suggests that one of Richard Warren's children's lives was spared out at sea. If you look closely, you can actually see someone's hand reaching out for the child. Now, is that a person's literal hand, or is it the island itself, which just so happens to be shaped like that drawing of the hand that we saw repeated over and over in episode 5? So my belief is that there is someone on the island that is a descendant of Richard Warren that either doesn't know it or is keeping it a secret. If you have any theories on who you think that's going to turn out to be, please let me know your theories in the comments down below. I just feel like every episode in the series continues to get better and better, and I cannot wait to see what this show has in store for us next. Please be sure to let me know your overall thoughts on the show, because as always, I'm very curious to hear your thoughts.